I left the school I was at. I ended up at Texas Tech University, studying mechanical engineering. And, God has mysterious ways. I think the very first week I was at Tech, I met my wife. That was 33 years ago, or give or take, when we met. I got through engineering school. We got married. And this is where it sort of starts into the trajectory of the boardroom. So I ended up graduating and moving halfway across the country to North Carolina, going to work for a family owned brick manufacturer named Eisenhower Brick and Tile. The owner there was a cool dude. His son was pro golfer. Like a lot of cool things going on over there. And so I was there for a few minutes. And he comes to me one day, says, "Look, I know we just moved you and your new wife." By the way, Mary Elizabeth, my wife, she was pregnant this time, with our first, Colton. And, he said, "We're going to sell the company, and, we've got a buyer. We're going to close pretty soon." And I'm like, holy crap, I'm in trouble. I'm 1,400 miles from home. I have no money. I thought this was going to be my place. But the truth is, again, in God's fashion, he shows up at just the right time. The company that bought us was called Boral, and they were out of Australia. And their idea was they were going to roll up the industry, because the building products industry was very fragmented in those days. A lot of family-owned businesses, a lot of distressed assets due to economy and other things, lack of capital, cost of capital. So I spent the better part of 27 years with that company doing M&A work, turnarounds. We bought a lot of distressed assets, built some new plants. And the important part of all that, going back to my friend Barry, who set me on this trajectory, was really creating a space where people felt like they were part of something bigger. And let's not pretend for a second that manufacturing brick or roof tile or stone, which is what we did. We had more than 40 plants across North America. It was really about creating a space, a culture that drove execution in our business. And that's, going all the way back to my youngest days. That's what I think probably set me in line to be in the boardroom. I was the EVP of operations, the COO of that company. And through mergers and acquisitions, we ended up with some private equity in there. And we ended up exiting that business. This has been, it'll be 5 years ago in October. And lots of lessons learned, mostly about living your values and creating something, where people can find their part of the story. And so I've talked a lot here, and I think there's something to be said about high performance and culture and living your values through those values-based habits that we created, in Boral and in Meridian, which it ended up being under the joint venture. So